Big fans. It's right here.
On a tape, did I?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Have a seat here. Okay. Now, how do we begin? You ready to go?
Such a story.
Sure.
Now, are you taping it already?
Well, I don't know. We'll just start. Let's see what happens. We're just.
Okay, sit down.
Yeah, I know something.
When I came here for supper once when I was a little girl, I was 16 because I drove here, and I drove the three boys, and you and Zeta told us a story from Russia, about your father's factory, about your brothers and sisters, about your father who used to do this, how you got married, how you came to Canada.
My father was rich and he wasn't working. Some people was working for him. And he had his charity. Flicken the people came nog pay, you know. En hij had zich hem de pay en gemaakt als supper for the people, you know. And a lot of workers worked for him. He didn't even know how to do that.
What kind of a factory did he have?
I don't know how to explain. Het was veertgeenung. Toen was agriculture's thing what they put on like this. They're sitting and running like with the horses.
Saddles?
Yeah.
A tannery?
Saddles,
Yeah.
that.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I thought he made shoes and boots.
He made ladders too. Ladder.
Elaine,
Yeah.
can you have Booby sit more beside you
Yeah.
so she can look at the camera?
Yeah.
This is ladder
More.
like that. He made ladders. He didn't
And
make
slide
the
her back.
shoes.
Slide her back a
Focus
bit.
on her, not on me.
Oh yeah, but she's talking to you.
He didn't make he didn't make the shoes. He just made the ladders. And the ladders, some genemen die mensen moest ik dan gemaakt shoes. You know, en dan zijn gemaakt shoes. Dan heb je gezegd, ik wil een shoes, ik wil een because they made, you know, met van haar ladder. Is man top up, you give him the ladder and they make for her or something like that, you know. The shoes are my God. Back.
Lots of shoes.
What I do is I want to have Booby to look more at the camera than you. I want to get another profile
Okay, so
of her.
maybe should she sit here?
Yes. Switch seats.
Will you sit
Why?
here? Because he wants to see your face.
Yeah, because you got a beautiful face.
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
I have to take.
You want to get her walking and coming back.
Well, my extension cord isn't that long. Okay, go get the pictures.
Sure, we get this kiwi and crack.
Push it on. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, while they're getting the pictures, I just want to show you the Voldimer kitchen here. There's that famous planter, that red planter with the two black eyes that have been there forever and ever. The red and white check tablecloth, that good old radio with the box of Kleenex that somehow never gets empty. The toaster, and the Shalom picture. Booby's pride and joy. The paint job that J. Roy did. Peach ceiling. White cupboards with the turquoise linoleum back. And over here we have a picture of Marlon and Corey in their matching lumber jackets.
Whoops. There we are.
Right there we go. A fridge, a modern fridge.
Don't forget the Leonard,
Like the pictures
the Leonard stove.
from the 70s, they are on television.
From
Oh yeah,
1961.
bring Zayt in here and
Okay.
the Leonard
No, say this on
stove.
television.
But don't, I want to, how do I stop this?
Just keep it going.
I'd like to see the picture of Pessy right now. Did you bring the picture
Oh,
of
the picture
Pessy?
of Pessy, yes. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera and you'll take the pictures. And
Look, I want to tell
Okay,
you
let's hit
something
this.
why.
Yeah.
En Romeinen, wenn wir so einen Gewinn, you know? En wie wir so, wir können noch nicht mehr nach Rolle was. Hab gesagt, wir machen nur everything sehr expensive. Dann ist getrieben, you know? Maar de God weer aan te moven, wat er aangemoefd en wird in Like hier moest ze kennen, something like that.
Yeah.
Die mooi is, in hem kamerheim. En dort, dat iedereen zo gemacht a place to boy them, you know. So when I came, Mommy was there already. Not Mommy, Janke's Mommy was there with the kids. En ze had gezegd dat ze het in het bed te schlafen. En ze heeft geschlafen mee. Ze heeft geschlafen een ganze nacht dat er kan schlafen. Bonzen daartoe. Van zoveel mensen. Bonzen, you know what bonzen?
No.
Als ze baast als een...
They bite bugs.
They
Bugs.
bite, ja. Als even doen, dat die jongens ze baasten. Dat is...
Mosquitoes?
Nog erger dan mosquitoes.
Bees?
Zelfs aan mosquitoes.
Okay, those are mosquitoes.
Ja, nou, en rief met de muziek gestaan, dat een paar keer zo. How can you sleep here? Ze dweren, like my sister. How can you sleep here? Zegt ze. You gotta get used. Ik heb morgen in mijn bed. En ik sloop hinten. Zegt er nog een keer. Zegt er, was not used. Zit hier in zijn basen en die weglopen. Zegt er, nou, ik wil het zo. Ik wil geen rent naar place. Zegt ze, geen rent. Ze gewinnt te renten. Ze gewinnt naar zoveel mensen gekomen. Op de gerend naar place daarover.
Switch seats.
Okay. Here, I'm going to keep talking. Keep talking. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Op de gerend
I'm going to sit
daarover.
right beside you, and then she'll look at me this
Beautiful.
direction.
Okay, now we're
Okay.
talking.
Yeah.
Daarover, just was building, you know? So
Yeah.
it was wet, everything.
Yeah.
And then heb ik got a kid, Penny.
You. Yeah.
Niet de Penny, I got a kid. Niet Penny.
What was his name?
Huh?
What was
The
your?
guy.
What was his name?
Martin? Not my father's name. And I didn't want to give a name, not my father. This one, you asked me the name, now I remember. I didn't want to give a name after my father.
Because why?
Because he was mad at me, my father. Something, you know, he didn't feel good. He was sitting in the living room. And so I'm going so naar en ze meer hem opgedanst. But he used to make like that, you know.
With this finger?
He made like this. Wie knows what you saw the stones and the field He didn't say, no, it's mean that. And this I remembered forever and ever and ever. That's why when I was born, the first boy, so my sister said I should give a name after father. And I didn't want to give a name. I know it wouldn't be my name, my baby. She said, you have to give. And this was a baby, something außergewöhnlich.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Außergewöhnlich, something, it can't be a baby like that. So gered before the time, so geworfen before the time, that's been außergewöhnlich.
Yeah.
And it was such a thing, as we had auch gewohnt, haben sie gesagt, they never see something like that, as a baby like that. And the baby had gekriegt like a baby's, that's what the sugar was a sickness.
Yeah. Baby, the child disease.
Huh?
Yeah.
As a sickness,
Yeah.
do you self do? And toen waren gekomen en gezegd, neem chocolate, neem als hij zocht die chocolate. Is he died?
How old was he?
About 3 months or something like that.
3 months only?
Yeah.
You said he walked and he talked.
Maybe it was you know,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. But the mens dan gezocht dat ze op nog gaan zeggen, because everything was over the time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's not my baby. And then after that baby, had mijn man gewollt dat baby. Ik heb hem zeg, speel met dat baby, en dan zei ik met dat baby, en alles dat baby. And he was old enough that I did have a baby, you know.
How old was he?
Oh, eh?
Yeah, Zeta.
Go on, ask her.
How old was he wanted a baby?
He came right after the war. He was a 30 years or so.
And how old were you?
I don't know myself.
We'll get her yet.
I was never born.
You were never born? Real? So who's this?
That's why I'm living now.
There you go.
Ha!
Secret of her
That's
eternal.
It's such a thing. It's who deeper the gaze, more I got to say, you know.
That's good. You see, that's right. Are you feeling tired?
You know. And do we on grand, ik ben a place just to go on, to sleep, and to live outside. And stones, we make fire and to make something to eat, you know.
Why don't you show her that picture of Zeta on the stove there?
Well, okay, so let her finish the
Okay.
story. You didn't have a stove? You made a fire with stones?
With stones, but so records like stones, you know.
Yeah.
And to make a fire from the oats. From oats, don't you know what oats mean?
No. Coals?
Coal,
Coals.
very good
Yeah.
coal.
Oh, what?
Oh, wood,
From
Oh,
wood.
wood. Okay, I know.
you know. And some wood was, couldn't go out the fire. And somebody, you know, from the people was we was together, help each other, you know.
People helped each other more then?
Yeah.
You were going to show us a picture of Pessy.
No?
Pessy. Is Pessy in here?
At this place.
That's you.
Yeah. No.
This is
Oh,
you.
yeah. This is his mother, Reva's mother.
Can,
Yeah, you can hold it back. Why don't you let Boob hold it?
okay.
And then she can tell the
Here's my
story and
mother.
point.
Okay, which one's your mother? Point, which one?
Your mother?
Which one? This
Can't
one?
you tell? No.
Which, come on, Elaine. Actually, it's the guy on the top right.
And, okay.
This is my brother, he's slow.
Oh, that's it. Which one? Not the oldest.
Turn the picture more
No,
flat.
this is by
Come
you.
over here.
No, this is by you. You got the picture.
Oh, okay. So this is,
His wife, and this is his daughter.
and that's your mother, Pessy.
Yeah.
How old is Pessy?
She was nice, she was nice.
She's
She
nice?
was nice, she was nice.
Is there anything about you that's the same as Pessy? Did you get something from Pessy? Like, for instance, from you, we have the same figure.
Anything I want, I can get.
No, but your personality, like, do you smile like her? Do you think like her? Do you...
I'm not.
Nothing
I'm
like
not.
this?
I'm we was a Tashkrobat.
What's that mean?
I was the last one.
Yeah.
So nothing was in his father, it was just,
Oh, like she wasn't ripe anymore.
yeah. He wasn't.
See, these are our fingers. We
Yeah,
have the same
two
fingers.
fingers
Let's
like
see.
that, see? Them 2 fingers.
Hold it up. See, this
Yeah.
is what I inherited.
This is
You
like
see,
my
there's like
father's.
a curved here.
Yeah.
Like they're curved.
Right?
Mine too. They're curved. You see.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently, I got that from her father.
Yeah.
The curved.
This is
finger.
the only thing what you got from my
How
father.
about me? Do I have that?
It's on the other hand.
Oh, well. I
Nobody
No,
got,
you don't.
nobody.
You got your toes.
can't.
Nobody
Nobody else.
got that.
This is Zeta's.
This is Reva's mother,
Boy, they all look the
and
same.
this is his brother. I like his brother better than him,
Better than who?
than Reva.
So why didn't you marry the brother?
No, he was too young.
He's just a kid.
Oh.
Yanka said he was too young.
What was his name?
Him?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh Gott, dat iedereen eruit kijken. En dat ben ik vergessen. Jostel.
Yossel.
Jostel.
Oh, Yossel. And what was her name?
Ja, nee, maar dus is eerderste nee, hè dan.
Heather.
Pardon?
What was she like?
When I got married
This must have been her dress
You know?
kerchief. Because she
Mhm.
got
in Europe, they
ready
used
for
to
the
bake
picture.
bread.
Yeah.
So she used to make bread, and the nicest what came out from the diamond, she gave it to me.
She was generous then.
She was so good to me, and I didn't want her. And she said she can't give somebody else like me.
Really?
And his sister, you got the picture too. You got a sister.
They're at the
Lake-
house. I'm
Lake.
sorry.
That's your mother's name, Lake.
Yeah?
One sister. She made us marry together because she knows me. I from another town, nothing said. And she got married in the other town. So she, in our town, everybody knows her name. So she knows me. So when we came to this town where my brother is here, met him. His soul here.
This
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. So we came there in their town, and he gave us away his bed, you know, time. And yeah, nog another thing. You know, when you went from work,
Who? Yeah, Zeta, yeah.
so you bought policies, you know, drivers gestanden und verkauft in glass policies, in glass. And there had gewiss, I like policies. So you bought policies. He didn't taste it. How they
Sunflower
taste.
seeds.
Poly seeds.
Don't you know policies?
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't taste it, dat is een meer verbrannt, wie goed. Heb je gezegd, look what kind of policies you bought. So he got mad, and he said, you ever have a jerk, something like that. You ever have it? And I got started to cry like anything, and his mother came, what'd you tell them? He said, he didn't know such a thing because he used to say that. I say, I didn't say nothing. You tell her something, because she's mad, crying. And I didn't stop crying, and I didn't want to go with him no more.
So what happened?
It takes a time to say, I said, like, if you're buying policies, you should taste it if it's good or not. You can look from what you got now. And it's not his mother. So she say, please, Kate's mine. Mine, Kate's Samir. This is a habit. You say it to me too. Like that mother, you saying that? So she say, I'm used like that, he's saying that.
What was it that he would say?
Huh?
What did he say?
Jerk, something like that.
Jerk. Can you
So-
imagine Zeta calling his mother a jerk? I can't imagine.
Not jerk, or something else. So then his mother say, now you wouldn't say no more to nobody. You forget it already. You have to forget it, you know.
Did he ever say it again after that?
You stop.
That was it. See,
My,
you can teach
and
him
my
about
mother came and he say, what should you get doing? What should you get doing? They didn't know what to do, something like
And
that.
that was
you
it.
know, just,
So she was nice. Did Zeta like her?
huh?
Did Zeta like her?
Zeta like it. It's the mother with 5 kids, she was the oldest. Like the daughter was the oldest. The daughter then was a mayor.
Who's that? Oh, that's his wife.
That's his wife,
Yeah.
and this is his
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
She was good.
So Zeta's what? So
And
we
my
have two
mother-
nice great grandmothers.
Used to come every day by the window to say, are you still sleeping? My mother used to come every day to say, are you still sleeping? I was mir gebracht a pear, so schwer, you know, drei was mir gewinn like here. To some oranges, you know, gewinn a big thing in drei. Das du, jeder einer hat. So tell your mother not to come no more like to the window. If she wants to come, let her come in. So you tell her. She gotta listen to me.
Okay. Let's get back to Europe. Okay, let's go back to Europe. So you had your one son and he died, and then Zeta
This
wanted
was the oldest baby.
Motto. And then Zeta wanted another baby. And you didn't want another baby.
You said that you haven't got me to sleep, with nothing to cook outside and everything. But came out another baby, Benny. When I came here, I have a baby, Benny. I have a baby. He was a baby. He couldn't walk yet, nothing.
Benny was born in Romania, right?
Where was Benny born?
In Romania.
Yeah.
You know, and when Benny was born in the hospital, you know, and Dr. Gabin, they didn't have noises, something like that. So I used to stay with Benny, with the baby, you know. And he used to come, Pa used to come to the window to talk. It's bad, and I was like that. Bij hem is dat gewin, but als hij tired, als hij, but hem niet last had de floor gaan, is gewoon het. But he ook gegeven zich met die more than with the kids, you know. That's what he wants like, you know. He likes, because he thought he would never have a baby, was too old. So,
Why, he thought he was too old?
Pa,
Pa thought he was too old?
he thought, you know, in Europe is different, it's not like here.
How old was he when Benny was born?
14.
Dat kan je best wel oud he was.
Here we have Benny.
And
Okay.
Okay.
And
Let's
then,
hold that up there. Yeah.
and then after
Do you know who taught him to walk?
who taught him to
Hold
walk?
it straight up, Elaine.
Lieper, Goodman.
Oh yeah?
My sister Sandra, a name I like so much, them Lieper. What he's saying is right. What he's doing is right, and everything is right. What he's the only one for the whole family. 9 sons was my sister, and he's the only one like what he got. You know, that's what I have to tell you too.
Okay.
You know, when he got engaged, not Benny, Lipo. When he got engaged, he couldn't buy a ring. So my sister, I call her sister, she used to call me too. She told me like I should give him $100 to buy her a ring. She would give her, no, he would give her back. So I should give her, me gonna give it back. And then I'll take a patent with fruit, you know. So I give him $100. I still tell him, you didn't give me the $100 back.
Still he didn't give it?
You know,
Probably
you
worth
used to
quite a
bring
bit
me
now.
a basket potatoes, a basket apple. Hoeveel heeft dat gekost, a basket? $100?
No. You got ripped off.
Huh?
You got ripped off.
No, I'm geschreven, dat ik me a basket apple, a basket apple, ik me brengen. It's that I got a 50th year anniversary. 50 year toen zat me gevraagd. So you say, nah, it's gonna be the $100. He doesn't need the money.
So did he give it to you?
No, nah, he can give me the $100. You know, he can give me. He's rich now.
So why didn't he give it to you?
You say, you give me apple alles, en had me geschreven hoeveel ze is. He didn't write, so he gave me the $100. So now, he didn't invite me for the 50th anniversary. No, Ralph told me he wants to take me out for breakfast. I said, why all of a sudden wants to take me out? And he took me and Jankel, and we was going, you know, in the restaurant where it was the party. Ik ga liepen, 40, ik ga liepen. En precies, als ik niet naar hem kies, is more than myself. You know? Not all of them, no just him. So I don't know why I got so much. I wrote a check to Israel for the soldiers, $100. This was the present. You know? So she wrote it for me. When you saw the check, so she said, this is the nicest thing what you can be. The brothers came the father and they didn't give what you give. The brothers came. He didn't invite nobody, just the brothers. And she invited her 2 sisters she invited. And she got 1 brother. So her father left a fortune. $1 million. And he left just to the son, not to the daughters. $3 he got.
All right, that's her story. We want to hear your story. How did you get here from Europe?
Huh?
How did you get here from
That's
Europe?
what I'm telling you. I was in Chisinau, in Capresh, the Vertigen, and all them towns.
So how come you decided to come to Canada?
I didn't go to Canada, you know. In Philadelphia, his mother have their sister. His mother
Yeah,
have their sister.
yeah,
And the sister make papers for us to go there.
yeah.
And told me from my papers here to go, so it closed there. Couldn't go there.
So you couldn't go to Philadelphia. So what happened?
What happened? So I rented that apartment over a baker shop.
Over a baker shop in where?
Here.
Oh, wait, but how, you couldn't get to Philadelphia, so how did you get to Canada?
In Canada had men geschickt. Like, this was an open
Oh, so,
we wist voor Romeinen zijn we gaan niet meer Wasser. En die Wasser had gedacht, I don't know how to say, nobody should know something like that.
A
Yes,
secret.
Secret, yeah. And you win that Wasser, I went past, and he was up there. No, he went past, and I went there, it was closer, couldn't go. Are we gonna go each to each other, you know? Not me, not people. Had Janke gezocht, als wir so unlucky. Auf dem Platz gegangen a lot of people. Und alle mal hatten geschossen, oder man hat sie geschossen, oder so nach rüber. And nobody went past, just us. There was a lot of people there.
And you got on a boat?
An der Boot sind wir gegangen über das Wasser. Ja.
The ocean. And how come Toronto?
In Toronto sind wir schon gegangen mit der Boot.
That's where the boat came.
Yeah, that's what the boat.
Oh, so you
So
came
they
to
came and do was a place like a government, something like that, where
Yeah.
they take care of the Belgians, what's a Greek Belgians,
Yeah.
you know Belgians?
Yeah, newcomers, like immigrants.
Huh?
Immigrants
Yeah.
from another country, yeah.
So wir da gekommen, you know, und wir hatten nicht gelassen, was ist du als Sachmenschen, wir können uns nicht heranlassen. Hat uns herangelassen in a yard, was the last time behemoths, you know, cows, something like that. Und dort sind wir gewesen, die hat ausgerufen in der City da, wer sie will, nehmen Menschen zu sich für eine Weile, bis wir sie machen Plans, wie sie zu schicken. Hat uns ist gegeben, die Menschen, hat genommen, jeder einer hat nicht gebaut mit den Kids. A couple. Meine Schwester geblieben mit 5 Kids. Keiner hat sie nicht gebaut, nicht nur sie, noch so. Hab ihr gesagt, die Menschen.
Try to speak English. I understand you, but try to say it in English.
They took us,
Yeah.
was a rich people, and they have one son, and like a son, like my Moshe got, something like that.
Yeah.
And they have sell beer.
Yeah.
And I say, I got somebody, you should take something to help you, like, to sell something like that. And hat genommen mein meine Schwesters Sohn, Itzi, ihm to help him then. Es hat ihm gewohnt verschraubt, der Sohn. My Schwester didn't want to give him away.
Like they couldn't have children, so he wanted to take your sister's
Thank you.
son.
Yeah.
Did they do those things in those days?
It was a such a thing, it was a war, it was people from they don't do. Like me, they changed the day, they all the
From what did they change it from?
because I couldn't get married, I'm too young.
How old were you?
So they changed me from 6.5 years older. And you think in Europe they can do that?
So how did they do it?
My father have a name, and it cost him a lot of money just to do that.
How old do you have to be to get married in Europe?
Because the doctor said I didn't even have the pill yet.
But so you were maybe not even 11. How old are you supposed to be to get married in?
But 18, something like that.
Wow, so
and
you
I was
were
too young.
12,
12.
11 and a
After
half.
like 6.5 years, something.
You didn't
We
have
got it.
breasts, nothing yet. You were a
I've
girl.
been doing like this.
Wow. And how long were you married before you had motto?
Ich hab mir einfach nicht gewusst, was ich sagen mit ihm. She
Yeah.
helped me, Dvorah, she helped me.
It's a good thing you had Devorah, huh?
She helped me.
Boy, that's an interesting story.
And this, when ich hab gerannt the baker shop there, to live there on the baker shop. Flick hab mir really took
Where was the bakery shop?
Fitzroy Terrace.
Fitzroy Terrace. Do you know where that is?
Kensington, Dr. Door Street, Fitzroy
Fitzroy
Terrace.
Terrace.
In a
Okay.
baker shop.
Yeah,
In a baker shop, you know how it is. Not
Yeah.
so clean.
right.
And ich hab noch gerannt herum.
Yeah.
Because Satan was sick. He
What was
stepped
the
on a
matter?
nail
Yeah.
and he got poisoned.
Really?
You know, he stepped on a nail and he didn't take care. He was working, he didn't take care. So he was poisoned. He's like, been a year and a half in Yiddish hospital.
So he couldn't be a carpenter.
And the Yiddish hospital, weißt du, wie sie gewesen?
Where? Where was the Jewish hospital?
So far, I don't know.
Was it on Yorkville? Was that it?
In Toronto.
Yeah, Bloor and where was it? Near Bloor Street?
Hmm?
Was it near Bloor Street? The Jewish hospital. Where was it?
It was very far. I can.
Probably on
You
Yorkville.
can find out.
Yorkville.
You can find
Avenue
out.
Road in Bloor,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay,
He
so
was a year and a half in hospital.
I never knew that either. And you had a baby.
I
Yeah.
got a baby too.
You had 2 babies.
Moishe.
How did you eat? How did you have food?
There is a committee there, but they help you.
Oh,
And they came to help me, and I didn't want to take it.
yeah.
So I say, als mijn man het arbeid, aber genehm der hat mir genehm nach a piece of paper, Brei, Fleisch, Bambucher, and alles on paper, you know, how much I own?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
so
but-
you would pay them back when you had
I
the
got a
money.
paper, and they took my name, I don't know how.
What was it like living in the room by yourself because Ada was in the hospital? What was it like for you?
I have 2 good kids.
So what was it like?
You know, it was a stove,
Yeah.
the bedroom, and like a dining room. With the dining room, I ran to Vegas husband.
Yeah. You
Him, I ran the room. I paid $12 a month,
Wow.
and I took for them 10.
Oh.
But that's need to give.
That's a good deal. Who was your friend then? Who did you speak to? Or your sister?
They used to come, people used to come to take attention of you.
But
Yeah.
who helped you here when Zeta was in the hospital? Who would help you with the kids?
Nobody.
Nobody.
That's why I say, if I can walk yet, and if I can go yet, then a year and a half, and then every day I came to the hospital. So I said to the doctors, when are you going to come home already? Be quiet. Because they have to take out the leg for him.
Oh, yeah.
No, they take him, dan is een gewinner 16 elektrisch was. Lamps zijn not gebrand.
Yeah.
And the lamps are showed something like, it doesn't come bigger, and doesn't come smaller, that means it's going to go down. And if it's going to go down, so you're going to have the leg. And if it wouldn't go down, they have to take him out the leg. So that's why it took so long, because then the winkel electric, just a lamp.
It sounds
the
like
lamp,
gangrene.
How
Yeah,
long you can...
no, but gangrene, they would have to take it off. But
Okay, how about tetanus?
tetanus, that's what it sounds like, because you need to.
And they didn't have shots back
They
And
then.
they didn't
back-
have x-rays, they had lamps,
Right.
you see.
In the back used to breid me breid upstairs. A bagel voor de kinderen zoals. En wij zijn maar afgebracht, heb ik zo geweest. En Joram, bij mijn mama heb ik steeds van haar en niet haar kind. Oh, dat dacht je het zweven. Breng me niet naar mijn bruid, breng me niet een bagel, because I don't need it. Dus ik dacht, wat is dat? Grijf,
What's Greif?
Grijf, the name of the
Oh,
bagel.
Bakery.
the bakery, duh,
Best
the Greif's
bagels in town.
bakery.
Grijf.
So he sounds like he was a nice man.
He was nice, even as other kids. He have 2 boys and a girl. And they were so nice, they knew me like anything.
Yeah. So you were lucky. So you had a nice people
I
around.
met-
You meet
I
nice
met
people.
nice people, that's
You
all.
were lucky, eh?
Even here, I don't know. I don't know, this Sophie. Not only she takes me. It's too much to explain.
Okay, you can tell us about Sophie later, but so Mr. Greif was a nice man and he helped you in the bakery. Then what happened when Zeta came home?
When they came home, but the rest but after him walked every day a little bit.
Yeah.
Till the blood gonna circulate. Not so easy to go and work.
Yeah.
Bis er gegangen hebben, de mensen om hem bekend, the way he is working, and the way he is, so honest and everything. So you have work and work. You have work.
So how long did you live in Fitzroy Terrace for? Did
This
you?
got it. 3 years.
So when he came back from the hospital, he started to work and then you moved.
That's all easy.
Yeah. Well, what was it like?
Not so easy, you know. When ich habe hier gewohnt bei meiner Schwester.
Which Schwester?
Teure.
Yeah.
Es was a Danikum direkt zu gehen, you know. Es hat als ins Kind der Danikum zu schlafen. Hat gesagt, will besser gehen, ich weiß allein nicht, ich will nicht bei ihr schlafen. Wenn gewinnt in Hospital, wo du suchst, ist mein Beine gewinnen, aber wie viel Mal ist gewinnt als ein Papritus, because she had not got time, you know, she have a store across her. And she had him not changed it, it's gewinnt als ein Papritus, Ben.
Yeah?
What because she couldn't change him, I could complain to her. But I moved out in the baker shop, so she could, thank God I moved out around.
So where did you move to?
The Fitzroy Terrace.
Oh, the bakery shop wasn't on Fitzroy Terrace.
Yeah. The baker shop
Oh,
was there
you
in
moved,
upstairs.
you moved from your sister to the bakery.
Yeah.
And then where did you go?
And then from Fitzroy Terrace, I thought that nobody gonna take me in with kids. Them take me in a business with kids. To move upstairs and to go the kids up and down, kids playing. They never gonna take me. I couldn't live no place. So what I should do,
So what did you do?
I bought the house in Markham Street. $800.
271 Markham Street.
371.
371. How did you afford to buy the house? Weren't you poor?
I was poor. People, what they work for them, they say they're gonna lend us you buy a cheap house, you know. And that house was like a cottage, you know. No gas, no electric, no nothing. A stove, a kolen zu kochen. And not electric anzuziehen, nothing
Yeah.
was in the house.
Was there water?
Water, not hot water.
Not hot water. A toilet?
Because must have been gelebt, not cheap, you know.
And stables, Elaine. Ask her about the stables.
Were there stables there for the horses? Stables, like a house for the horses to be in the back.
It was a house. Now I call it a stable because it was like a stable. It was nothing there.
Okay.
And they start to work there after his work. He started to work there to help out. The kids start to move in.
Yeah,
And people, some kinder ran them upstairs.
yeah.
I ran any place. The next door, so 2 year ended. I say, I don't know. How many kids you got? I don't know. Wo you ended? Next door, denken Sie noch jetzt Wiesel. You can bring your kids, and you gotta have kids, you gotta have complaints. And I shouldn't do that. I did that, then Mrs. Marcus saw me. And Mrs. Marcus said where he was working, she came there to ask about us. Oh yeah, you know. So they say you can tell his word. His word, you should take it. What he's saying, it's true. And she rented the house, the flat, you know, nothing there.
How much rent did you charge her? Do you remember?
But $15, something like that. 3 rooms and 2 boys. And I have boys, it was a fight. My mother had me gesagt, if you rent something and if you something to somebody, and if somebody gives you, you should give a bigger piece back.
What do you mean?
Bread,
Yeah,
he didn't have there to buy where he was living in Europe.
yeah,
So everybody used to bake.
yeah.
And if they baked it, they didn't have to finish the week, so they came to land at something. And our place was the first place to come to land.
They came to borrow from you. Why? Why did they come to your place first?
To my mother,
Why did they come to your mother
because
first?
they know she got.
And she would give? Yeah.
But my mother mir
I'm
gelernt,
surprised to know this.
but my mother mir gelernt, if you lend somebody for somebody, you should give a bigger piece back.
So if you borrow, when you return, you give more.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you should give more. So then next time they're gonna lend you again.
Yeah.
If not, they wouldn't lend you. So when I rented to that Marcus and 2 boys, and she said she wants a phone. Who got a phone? I didn't know what a phone means. A phone she got. So I say, I don't know. Ich weiß auch nicht, I don't know what. So next door she was a very good lady. She said, don't so nicht see. I shouldn't say I'm gonna make it. You see how she acts. Then you're gonna order a phone. Then they probably cost a phone, I don't know. So then she say I shouldn't give her.
So what did you do?
I should. And she got 2 kids, so she couldn't go no place else. If you take care with the 2 kids, it's enough for her. And they fixed up the upstairs rather than the downstairs because you have to move in, and I need the rent. So you made like the doors what you got, they call French doors. You made French doors for the front room, like something like that. And you made carpet floors, you know. And you fixed the garage, and I rent the garage for $3 a month.
Where was the garage?
In the back of the yard.
I didn't know a garage there. I know there was a laneway.
It's a lane,
Yeah.
but the lane is where the people goes in, like, to go into the garage. I have a double garage here. There was standing a store, a truck, and a car. A double garage.
So you got rent from the garage, rent from upstairs.
And I'm downstairs. I have with the kids, so I have the downstairs.
That's where our practicality comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So you learn.
And nobody knows if we strangers, me and Marcus, because we never fight, especially kids, together. So our kids have more toys, like they say, like she had a kiddie car, like a small car. They knew us too, the boys. They did. So when she made a bar mitzvah, I give her a present, something like that. So she said, when I gonna make a bar mitzvah, she gonna give me back. Say, I gonna have a bar mitzvah. I didn't even think about it all. And the kids used to fight, and they say we should mix in, not me, not her. It is the best thing. Moshe ever happened. They open this and they close it. They close it, he didn't know how not to open it up.
Sounds like Jamie, yeah.
So he took the kiddie car and took apart.
Yeah.
And she had a radio. So he used to sit on the steps to listen to the radio. So she said, I wouldn't leave you to listen to the radio. I'm gonna close the doors because you broke the kiddie car. So he said, if you would listen to me, you have to move out. Gonna give you notice. He didn't know what notice.
How old was he?
A young kid. I don't know if we ever give him the name to say that.
Yeah.
So she came down and she said, why you gonna have to move? So I said, I didn't say that. So he said, Moshe said that. So if Moshe said that, so if you wouldn't say it, you wouldn't know what it is. And I don't know where he took that. You still remember that? And she was mad at Moshe, and she said, your boy is Carol. You shouldn't play with him. He's a bad boy. And he wouldn't play with him. And the street taught his sister, something like that. He did mix with the kid. She was living 7 years.
Did she move when Moishi said that? Did she move?
No.
So
I didn't give her notice.
Yeah.
She didn't move. You know, for me, when people move, they move and they buy their own house.
that's the only
And not
reason
that
they move? Huh.
You know? She was the only one, and then Mrs. Son came to rent it.
Wait, did Mrs. Marcus have a husband?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sure.
okay. And did Mrs. Sohn have a husband?
sure. Mrs. Son just got married, and she came to rent it. I was no. She rented, Mrs. Marcus rented her.
Yeah.
And then I rented already 2 rooms. I need a room.
And you had Benny and Moishi. Was Harry born yet?
Yeah. Lilo?
Oh, you had all 4. Oh boy, we're missing stories here.
Yeah.
Benny was born in Romania. Moishi
Yeah.
here.
Moshe was born.
So Benny was born in
Let
Romania.
Bobby hold it.
Okay, you tell us, yeah. Tell us about Moishi.
Moshe was born when I was living with my sister.
Oh, okay.
And Neri was born on Fitzroy-Terrace.
Oh, so one from everywhere, from Romania, from your sister, from Fitzroy Terrace, and Mommy?
Mommy from Markham Street. Mommy in Markham Street.
So how...
She was born in Markham Street. She was married to Markham Street.
Is that right?
How come Mummy's not in this picture?
This was from Barbados.
Oh,
This is from Barbados.
so she wasn't there.
So when they have a Barbados, I took pictures. I took pictures. They didn't want. They'd have to go to the show.
Look how handsome Moishe is there.
They used to go to the show Saturday. So you say you won't miss it, the show. They don't want my pictures. They want to go to the show.
You know, your boys are handsome.
Huh?
They have, their faces are very nice.
There was a beauty.
Yeah?
There was a so nice Mrs.
Marcus?
Sonya.
Oh, yeah.
She was crazy for him. There was a pleasure. I should give her the care. She should go with him for a walk.
Yeah? She liked me.
She liked him so much. He was so nice. When I send pictures to Europe, they say, very unforgettable as I wish.
Ah.
Then you got a picture of me and all of them. There he is.
Okay, I have it. So you must have been so happy when you had a girl.
Hmm?
You must have been so happy to have a girl.
Those street, no. Those street had gewiss, dass you know that girl was born without a doctor?
Who was with you?
Nobody.
Well, how did it happen?
My husband went next door, and she knew, a fat lady, she knew like nothing.
Yeah.
But calling the doctor, couldn't get the girl doctor, call another doctor, the doctor came.
Yeah.
And he says, Marcus came down from upstairs, you know, and she took the baby.
No
She
kidding.
was born, yeah.
And then did you go to the hospital or no? No kidding.
They say I should take in somebody to take care of the kids, and but me. And then even a lady, she came in to take it. The first thing, she took a bag of sugar, and she came to ask, is this a sugar or the salt? Can't you taste it? She asked me in bed
Yeah.
if it's salt or the pepper. Salt or
Or
the
sugar. So you had a girl, so you were excited.
The whole street knew already. I wouldn't have no more. I say, my mom will a maidel, and no more maidel.
Oh, Zeta wanted a girl.
Not me, I think.
What did Zeta say when he had a
Don't
girl?
ask. They had a carriage. They didn't have a carriage. They didn't have a carriage. She had a carriage.
Yeah.
And when she had the carriage, I used to put that outside at the veranda. And then I knew a lady, you know, from London, Ontario. I don't know if you know her.
Who?
I guess you know. So she has two boys. Anthony, the name.
I don't know.
So she has two boys and she have a carriage. She didn't have a carriage, so she came to buy already the carriage for me.
Yeah.
She was already a big girl. She just have a carriage. And she have all kind of clothes more than they have.
Yeah.
Everything what she sees, she wants it. Everything will. So we get the photo. Du so, hat gewohnt bei mir
Against the
a Japanese,
Yeah.
just in the back room from the kitchen.
Yeah.
In the back room, I gewohnt by the washroom. And the washroom, main toilet for so many people
Yeah.
to go to work,
Yeah.
and to never bed.
Yeah.
En sie fliegt, sie aber just voran, die hat die Japanese gemacht, die hat das so.
Is that right? Huh.
She, in een kitchen, usually sie hat got a waschmachine, machine zu nähen. En er dus was me speelt, die man.
Who's one?
Like die was a gewoonte
Whose
kitchen,
husband?
Japanese.
Yeah. Who's a Japanese person?
Die had ook eens een fabulosa op veranderd Japanese. Wer wil rennen naar zijn
You rented upstairs to Japanese people.
Not just the kitchen.
Just you rented the kitchen to Japanese.
Because I took her in the rooms for me I need.
Yeah. Oh,
They was
yeah.
older.
Yeah.
I need for her, I give them a middle room.
I
And for
see.
the boys, I give a room, so I didn't.
What were they? Were they nice?
The Japanese?
Yeah.
From then on, I like Japanese.
Oh, that's nice.
People have geschrieben, from was verwenden sich Japanese. Says, I'm going up the steps.
I'm glad to hear that too.
At the steps, just like this.
Tiptoe.
You should.
See how? Show how. How did they go up the steps? See, tiptoe. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, I'll say something about that.
Your phone.
The mother.
Do you want me to answer?
Say, why you for me? That's because she says I've
hold
made
on.
a mistake. It's yet more and more and more to explain.
They hanged up. They hung up. They didn't expect my voice.
Right, I hear you.
I guess. I said hello. They hung up.
So it's a payment you've gemacht a mistake.
Oh.
Sie gewinnt mehr trouble than everybody.
She was more trouble than everybody. Why? What did she do?
Anything she saw,
Here, we'll put
she
the,
wants it.
yeah.
En bij de dritte huis van mij had gewoond scheuchen, de naam scheuchen. Sie weiß. Had ze got two girls. Sie gewinnt, sie hat sich nicht verpischt. En jij hat sich verpischt. Dus alle muzikanten mit ihrer ungezogene Pants. Everybody should see in the street. En die scheuchen gekommen zu mir und so, why you don't stop her? She should do that, says my Sarah. I said, Lila. Talk to the ball. Ze gaan naar Heide, die scheuchen den See. En zij hadden geriefen de Eltern und sie kamen to take a report from the kids. Zoekt er hier, you know her? Nach Lila. So, every chair what is here, it's hers. Sarah sits on that chair, and that chair can be nails, she got to say. She doesn't know she needs another chair, and she sits on all the chairs. No chairs for her. Als er minister gewesen. Als hat mir gesagt, ach, Moshe nicht, als ich bin gegangen zum, ich habe dort a private rabbi.
English.
A
Speak
private-
English. A private what?
Rabbi to teach him Jewish.
Yeah.
You know, not Jewish, to write and everything.
Yeah.
So, they came and never report, sagt er, you see that Moshe? I put him on the list to go out. And then you see he's outside already. He's the first outside.
Well, he's saying he was a bum too?
Like
Who was a bigger bum, Moishe or Lily?
Moshe met Leila the same.
The same? And Harry?
Met die, had gebeten namens Alim de Chef.
And Benny?
Ben, They didn't even know about the two boys. Just Moshe and Leila. Es ist drie, even now, wenn geen Schiel is, einer sagt, da ist Leila. Sie erkennen sie von Markham Street. Ben en nicht.
Good.
All darunter kennen Moshe, ganz darunter. Gewinnt the first dance.
Yeah? A good dancer. Moishe was a good dancer?
The best dancer was an any dancer gewinnen, and how much it cost he win.
Yeah?
And all the girls have been crazy for him. All the girls to dance with him have been crazy.
Yeah?
Even the first dance.
Did he, Moishe's the one that bought the Buick, right?
Huh?
Moishe bought a Buick? Moishe bought a Buick.
Moshe bought a Buick, he started business.
Yeah.
That's what you want to know about the business.
Yeah.
He started business and he haven't got money, you know. And he say he doesn't care. He can take with that money, like, you know.
A loan.
No. And like when he was working for somebody, you know, and they want to take him in, he didn't like him, he liked outside. So he quit there, and he came home and he said, I'm going to open my own business. He was not 20 even when he opened the business.
Yeah.
Oh, I have 15. He had got a car when he was 14.
He bought a Buick when he was 14?
No, he had a car, open cars,
Yeah.
and he couldn't drive yet. So a boy had got a lot of boys, boyfriend, had to drive. And I could phone Philadelphia with that car.
It was a 1920 something or 30 something Ford Phaeton.
So the
But
spring
then-
drove him to
And he
Philadelphia.
took me too.
Oh, you went to Philadelphia too. To see Zeta's sister, Zeta's mother's sister.
Oh, you went there, yeah. Oh, they was crazy. They thought as I'm a queen, I don't do something like that. They like me so much. They came to the wedding, the
Is
Lilies.
that right?
You got a picture.
Oh yeah, I'll have to show me next time.
They all came to that chef for the others and us. They came to the wedding, the Lilies wedding. They all came because they sat me already there. And then when I came home, so all the neighbors said, you know, you got the biggest, and Nevera meant like, I don't know how to explain. Nevera meant like, you shouldn't do such a thing, something like that. Because I've been away without the father.
Oh, like an
And he was lost, like, he was standing on the veranda, look this way, if I'm coming.
She was like, women's live before her time.
Okay.
And he looks every day, and anybody should invite him, he wouldn't go. It's just me.
Wow.
So
Now it happens all the time.
Hmm?
Now women go all the time, but you were early.
Huh?
You started a fashion before it was a fashion.
You know, I didn't even know what water means to boiling. And I thought all them things. Nobody taught me, lady.
That's right. So
It's just for myself, how much I can do with that. Because nobody taught me nothing. And what I'm making is just for myself, you know.
yeah.
And this is like a wonder to me, like a machine. I didn't sew on a machine. I didn't have even a play machine.
Yeah. So how did you know? You figured it out.
You know when I saw you on the machine, 35 years the kids. I saw for the kids.
Mhm.
Now I went there very cleaning and pressing, you know. And I say I can sew. So they say they can give me $10 an hour.
Who said?
The cleaners, when they clean,
Yeah.
they can give you, they're looking for such things, somebody that they can to fix.
Yeah.
They're gonna give me $10 an hour.
When the kids were small, you did that?
No, I don't say.
Now.
I couldn't sew.
Oh.
Then
Yeah.
I sew by hand. I make them pants without a thing here.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't afford to buy. I make them pants. And I make the Lila, that shirt, she could sew. She knew that to sew. So I used to beg her she should make me a dress for her.
Yeah.
And I make the dress from a good material. So the dress got small, so I make a jumper. Then from the jumper I make a skirt from the same material.
Very economical. Very practical.
No,
I have to.
that's mean to make the money, what you say.
Yeah. To stretch the money. Just 1 minute.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah, we'll put it back.
That here he didn't leave nothing. Didn't leave nothing. He left for her plenty money.
Okay. So what things that you like to do?
Uh-huh.
Maybe to get her to talk about.
This is what the bills I have to pay.
Can I write? Tell him.
Ja. En dat is gewoon geleerd van nu. Van your mother, yeah?
No, you learned yourself.
For myself.
Right.
Nobody taught me. Nobody. I didn't have nobody to tell.
Really.
And I was living with people so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The daily pictures you have to take up.
Oh yeah, we'll take them up.
And that's about it's enough. Who needs it so much?
Talk about Zadie.
What?
Zeta.
Zeta?
Yeah, tell me a little bit about Zeta. A little more.
Zeta was nice. Zeta was a very, very good boy. A very, very good boy. I can't stand for me the way I was crying. And I want to go home. Can I go home? I want to go home. And he said, when I going to start to work and to make money, I'm going to make you a nice house for me. I'm going to make you a nice house. And you're going to have for everything. Don't worry, you're going to have it. No, I can't do it. He said, don't worry, it's all about to me. He said, don't worry. And he wants kids, he wants kids. He haven't got even enough for himself, he wants kids. So that's why till your mother came, stop kids, that's enough. Because I didn't know what mean, no carriage, no diapers.
Yeah.
Diapers I didn't have. For Rex, I made it, for Rex. That's what it goes diapers. That wasn't diapers, the vendors or something like powder I had. I didn't have powder, the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And clothes, I used to be sew by hand to make pants, to make a jumper, to make a dance. That's why it's too much to say. The way I was living it, and I still living, so it's a miracle. You know what a miracle means? That, because it can't be such a thing. The way I was raised, from everything I have, and I didn't know what bad means, what you haven't got. And I got married, and I don't need nothing. You know what else was? Like people, when they know me, they wrote to my mama, because the way I was like this, I got, how they say, like I die, how they say, I don't know how they say that.
Diary.
Because I got like this. I lost weight, I would say.
Oh, a diet.
Yeah,
Diabetes.
I mean, it's something. I lost weight. She should see her daughter. She would gotta got dead. She gotta, because she haven't got nothing. Cause she did. I was living so rich and I haven't got nothing. See, so I'm not used like that. So you couldn't help it. Another thing, it doesn't want. You haven't got. No, when I start already to live, so that's why I save everything. If you got $1, you should save 75 and quarter to change, you know. To have nothing you got, but I didn't work for nobody. Nobody give me nothing, nothing. When I came to your sister, you know, she had a grocery, she gave me grocery like on paper, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Then my husband gonna work, you're gonna give him back. She didn't give me nothing. And I give them. That's all, I'm happy. I'm happy, that's all. But look what my kids, what was our family. Benny nearly, Moshe's sick. Moshe, when he's not sick, so I don't know, I can't tell you so much. He was playing, he was gambling, you know. He was gambling, he lost a lot of money. But yeah, he lost. But you have a car, you know. But he went into business, so business needs money, you know, to buy the clothes. He bought a car. Say, what kind of business is? You bought a car. And Betty said, you ordered that and you couldn't get a car then, when you ordered. Then they couldn't get a car. Now you order when you're going to get, they should give him that color what he wants. So Betty told me, you know, Moshe ordered a car. I said, a car? Who needs a car? No, such a car, expensive.
What kind of a car was it?
Automobile.
Oldsmobile?
Yeah.
What color?
What color? It was blue, something like that. They phone, Ben answered the phone, and they say they haven't got the car what he ordered. No, it's not the same color. So he came to the kitchen and Ben and said, you know, they Moshe ordered a car and they got now. I say, don't tell him. He said, I'm going to tell him. I said, don't tell him. There you go. He told him. And he went and got the car. And he ordered in the car all kind of clothes and things, all kind of things like fancy. And when they brought the car in Market Street, so he said, come on out, you see the car. And Market Street just looked what kind of car, you know. And the boss, where he was working, he have an old car, and he got an automobile. Then when it came in bills, you know, to pay for clothes what you bought for the business. So you haven't got. So I had a mortgage across the road like a lady, like that mortgage. You know what a mortgage means?
Mm-hmm.
And I give him money, he should buy clothes, like this. Not for him, for the business. And the business was growing, and he was running around with a car. How can business go? Benny went at the school, and Harry was to school too. I stopped him school, Benny, and he should start, so he wants to start in the school. He said, no, you have to, because the business is going to go down, you know.
Uh-huh.
And Moshe, because he was running around and playing cards and everything like that. And the business still going. And Benny was attending. So I started Harry too. Harry should start business too, to go with the talk. And they didn't want it to start with Moshe because they knew what Moshe is. They didn't want to start with him to work. And I say, I can't help it. The business goes on. They used the phone to talk to him when he's not home. I say he's, so I say he's busy. He's not every time to say another excuse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So how long you can be with excuses, something
Right.
like that. They say, what kind of business is that? And he give the orders like that, so that's why now.
Mm-hmm.
says.
I see.
He was going, he would be okay, but he should look after that.
Tell us about how it was when we lived on Shields Avenue. You used to come over to Shields Avenue?
Oh, I used to every Saturday. People tells me not to go. Why you should go? Why you should last you pleasure to go out yourself? I say I have to help her. I thought she's gonna go. And any time I came, brought something. All the time I came, I brought something. And my mother was like, but she rent a cottage, you know.
Uh-huh. In Wasaga Beach.
Yeah, he is Ellie used to take her out with clothes or something like that, and I used to order orders to bring her something like that. And people, they were living there too in the cottages, they used to say they never see something like that. She brings her everything, and even if I came, so she says she's going to the border, and I should make sandwiches and to bring her there to the water. Say what kind of, she should make sandwiches to give you, not you should give her. And to sleep, I haven't got even where to sleep, in the kitchen, something like that. And Pa used to say, my husband used to say, why we have to suffer like that? Why? To give pleasure for that, your dad is something like that. They think everything is coming to them. I did that, nothing. Somebody should give me, nobody. I used to go every Saturday, they should go out, Mommy and Daddy, and I should stay with the kids. And the kids used to come up, and they used to come, they had a broken Chesterfield. I was sleeping there with the Zayda, and they used to come and jump on us. Amy and Jay used to come on us. And all the time when she takes me, she leaves me with the kids in the car, and the car was making it. I had a real good time. Can you do something? I have to talk a day and a night. It wouldn't be finished. It wouldn't be finished.
Oh boy.
Who was working for us? And who was living with us? Everybody was, you know. And my mommy was living one person when she like she rented one room to Rosen. She used to talk on the phone, you know. Mommy used to.
We are now in the living room of my grandmother, and here she is sitting on her couch. There's her lamp, her plants, and we can't forget her budgie she's had for many, many years that adorns the top of that lamp. Booby was very fond of plants. Booby is very fond of plants. She's also very fond of pictures of her grandchildren and great-grandchildren, Jamie and Corey. And there's our Zeta. There's Booby and a friend, Mom and Dad. And there's Corey and Jamie when they were kids on top of the bumper of my '58 Oldsmobile. And there's a picture of our Zeta. Where was this picture taken?
This picture taken on the bar mitzvah.
Whose bar mitzvah?
Avram.
Avram's bar mitzvah.
No, not Avram. Same. Wat is er? Ben Islam.
Yeah.
Avram.
Yep.
Avram Martin.
That was Avram's bar mitzvah. That was a beautiful picture that my grandmother has sitting on top of her TV set, her Admiral TV.
And this bar mitzvah.
And this is the bar mitzvah boy,
Yeah.
Avram Volt.
And Heineken.
Who's that?
Paula's girl.
That's Paula's girl. Oh, and there's a picture of myself with Corey and Jamie tobogganing at Earl Bales Park on my refrigerator door. Who's that?
Ian's girl, a boy.
There's Matthew Roy. Okay. And how about the other pictures?
Let's see.
Who's that?
Me.
You?
With the Adam's baby.
Okay. And who's beside it? Who's the other picture?
Elena's two boys.
Oh, yes. Okay. And that's me over there on the left.
But you saw my mom's was too much.
And there's my brother Jay, graduating from school, from law school. And all these pictures are sitting on top of her beautiful china cabinet. And this is her dining room, and her 1961 high fashion chandelier. And looking outside, there's my car, front lawn. Okay, well, we're gonna say goodbye now.
Yeah.
It's been nice talking.
When did you get here?
Just got here a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, great, because I called you. Did you get the message on the machine?
No, because I was here, but I called Paul, I said you're on your way.
Okay, hi, Mark.
How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good.
Ta-da!
Hey!
Chicago.
All right, the Chicago shirt. Well, let's go wake Booby up.
Are you going to get a picture of her sleeping?
Well, this is all part of history in the making.
You look nice. I like what you're wearing.
You didn't recognize me out there, huh?
I didn't see her.
So this is Booby here. Booby's lying down, waiting for us to come over and do the interview. Go wake Booby up. Go wake her up. Come on. Remember, if we don't like it, we can edit it.
Ooh, 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 ooh. It's okay, Bobby. It's okay. It's me.
I'm not good.
How you doing, Booby?
I didn't
The
want
more
to scare
than
you.
life.
You're plenty alive, and you're wearing a nice color for today. I didn't want to scare you. Jamie's with a friend. Jamie's with a friend, and Ian's going to bring Corey here after. Ian is going to bring Corey here after.
What you got?
Ian is going to bring Corey here in about an hour.
Oh, where is he in there?
Ian's at home.
Hmm?
Ian's at home.
Hello?
And Corey had a sleepover last night.
The baby.
He slept over Friday night. The baby slept at our house Friday night.
Where?
With Ian downstairs.
This Friday night.
1 week is Friday
Not
night.
Sunday, not Saturday.
One weekend is Friday night, and the next weekend is
Kiko.
Saturday. Doesn't he look nice?
Don't take this.
No, not taking that. Just everything else.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Okay, Booby. When was that picture taken? When was that picture taken?
What?
When did they take that picture?
That I've been about 21 years.
He was 21 years old, and when 19?
Huh?
When did they take it? 19. When you said 19?
Yeah,
What? 1911?
yeah.
That's a long time ago.
65, 70 jaar.
Yeah. So he was about 20 years old, maybe?
Dus daar is in Philadelphia, deze bijnemer.
Yeah.
Erg van Philadelphia, het ook geweest.
Who is he?
Aan de wedding.
Is he a friend or?
Maar van Philadelphia, dat wie is, because I show you, that wie is Heineken.
Which one?
I show you the picture, wie
Oh,
is,
from before.
yeah, the wie is Heineken. Dus een beetje.
I can't believe that's you.
Why?
You look so different.
Why, I look
And all
good.
the other, you
I
look
look
beautiful,
good.
don't you? Do you think you look good?
I'm looking good.
I think you look beautiful.
Dan ben ik was dan bij 15 years.
You were 15 years old?
Dus een Benny.
No. I can't believe
Dus een
it.
Benny, a baby.
You were 15 years
Ja, van
old?
Romania.
My
Van
goodness.
Romania.
Oh, this is in Romania.
Had een genomen picture there. In Romania had een genomen die picture die. Dus een Benny.
That's a beautiful picture. You both look beautiful.
I didn't have, wat gemaakt, mijn pictures te kijken hier. Te komen hier.
Oh, to come here.
Had ik gedacht naar mijn pictures. Maar dus een mami. Zeg. Dus een Benny meisje.
They look so cute. Don't they look cute? This is a nice picture. Your face
Just a
is
shade
beautiful.
picture.
I think so. Look, it's nice the way Benny has his arm around Moishi here.
En meisje dit.
And Moishi's touching her, and you're touching Mommy. I know, that's Mommy. Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
The time flies at this event.
I'm just trying to get everything
When a baby. They was
adjusted here.
technical canal like Adam.
Yeah, bald.
See, he didn't have hair.
Oh, he's got a little bit. So this is,
Benny en Mary. En meisje.
so this must be Benny.
Vanaf ik had Benny. See, just the two. Just the two.
Boy, it must have been so nice to have a girl.
Dus wenn niet gegirl heb ik nog kinderen. Ik had nog geweld een girl. You want a girl. She was the last one.
She's very pretty.
Huh?
She was pretty.
She was sharp hair. She was good. She was a good girl. En Erik, ben je nog? When he lives of us as I tell you.
Yeah.
So many years, 70 years marriage. En is gegangen in kort. Te gaat de kort marriage, 70 years. And no arguments not. You know why? Because I didn't have the parents, nobody to complain.
You think that's why you had a nice marriage?
I didn't have to complain, it's no good, so what I had it was not. Like hij zoekt, als zij used to go to dweilen van de dinner. Never! Hij wil maken zijn mama goed. Zoekt hij als, ik ga in Zintig. To my sister for dinner.
He would go to your sister's Sunday.
No,
dinner, you
he
wouldn't
said,
go.
oh, that he never. He wants to make her sister mother with, he never. She never make him dinner for herself. She was a different, she was different. She have kids. Kids are ständig busy with kids. That's it. En Erik had geschikt dat picture heen. Want ze people met hem laten schijnen voor. They schijnen ze.
So Zeta was a good husband?
Never had an argument, you spend good, a lot. How much I ever spent?
Yeah. What do you remember as one of the happiest times of your life?
I did never have a time.
Wasn't there any time?
Because we zijn afhankelijk van de war.
Yeah.
So we zijn afhankelijk van pleasure. We went away because it's a war.
Yeah, you didn't
Not
travel.
for pleasure,
Yeah.
So we couldn't get Maar toen je met ik een geldje nu in Dremen gewin. $40. Like paper van cigarettes.
Ja.
Als dat in de paper. Ik win $20 of $40. Die wees als een package, people dat er zijn geld.
Well, if it was such thin paper, it must have been a lot of money.
Niet nu counten. Hadden de bandieten hem schon gewist.
The
Die
bandits,
balls.
where were the bandits?
Huh?
Where were the bandits in
Wenn wir
Romania?
wenn wir sind gefahren von Europa, Rumänien, von Israel, von Kanada,
Yeah,
von Rumänien. Die sind allemaal in zugestapt, Banditen.
yeah, the
En
bandits
ze hebben
stopped
schon
it.
gewillt, wie mir al de geld. Zij dat gemacht, als wir wenn fort mit der Feuer dem Wogen gewinnen, da in sollten de Fies.
A footrest?
Huh?
He built a
Yeah.
footrest?
Wenn wir fort mit der Wogen,
What's a wooden?
mit der Wogen, Pferd und Wogen. You know, the Aussies?
Horseshoes.
Aussies.
Horses.
Is there some about
Horses?
horseshoes?
Don't you know Aussies?
Horses, yeah.
Is dat flink zijn als ze met zouten de Fies.
Like stirrups,
Yeah.
where you put your feet
Had
in
dat
your
zijde gemaakt als.
holes in the stirrups.
Gold.
He put gold in the stirrups? Yeah,
Hebben ze al saribber voor.
to take to here.
Ja, en wat gebracht, gebakken brood.
You bake
En wat
bread.
eraan gelegd gold.
You
and
put
bread.
gold in the
Yeah.
bread?
Dus kan het shoppen, gold kan het shoppen. Had dat om te geven dem appel, was te geven dem Pferd drink.
Yeah.
Wasser nemen. En dat gemaakt dat dubbelt nog.
Oh, false bottom at the bottom of the pail,
En
yeah.
wat dacht eraan gelegd geld. Op zijn schon geweest, de bandieten die me bouwt. De bruid zeker nemen, de produce zeker nemen,
They
alles.
took everything.
Afvelen me flink behouden en was me lijkt, was er heeft niet zo na. Ze sloeg van daarin, was er heeft ze zo na.
A pillow?
Ja,
Yeah.
en zijn de pillen flink echt aan lijkt. Op ze zeker hem doorzocht. You know a pill.
Yeah. So this
Like-
was in Romania. They took everything.
Best meer zijn kinderen bij, niet er bij,
Oh,
best meer zijn
before
kinderen
until you
bij.
went to Romania,
Best
from
meer zijn-
Russia to Romania.
Als ik gewin, dan voegen te gaan naar je. Ze had ook gestapt om wat zeker hem doorzocht. We zijn kinderen, afvelen de.
Try to speak in English.
Ja.
Try to speak English.
That's all the cushion.
Yeah,
You
the
know?
pillow. Yeah.
Ja, had een dacht aan gelijk gold. So.
So when you got to Romania, you had no money left because the
En we zijn
bandits took
kinderen
it.
Romeinen hadden gezocht. De rest was ze zitten gebleven, zijn we schikken zum Ruf.
To where?
To the rabbi.
Oh,
We
yeah.
kennen toch keinem naartoe. Who are you gonna send to
Yeah.
him? So we sent to him. And we zijn kinderen, we didn't have nothing. So hadden dem zeiden. We got to change nothing from the got to change.
He didn't have a change of clothes.
No, he didn't have nothing but zieken en beens alles.
The bandits took his clothes too.
En de bandages, dus wie ze gewin naar bot en gewin gold. Staat ja bot nog te hangen naar gold.
Really?
Dus kan we niet meer veel.
Was the gold like money?
Sure.
It was all money.
Sure.
That's
And this is more safe than any, because any place the geld dat ze can change it.
yeah.
Is allemaal die geld, ik weet nothing worth.
Right.
Andere geld. It's gold, is allemaal.
Gold was good. Where did you get the gold from?
Je bought there, maar gezoek ze kijkt weer naar waar, ze hebben kopen gold.
Where did you buy it?
In Europe.
Where?
In Rusland.
In Russia. In Russia.
Yeah.
What town? Do you remember what town you bought
Yeah.
it? What?
Lysenko.
Lysenker.
Lysenko.
Really? So you bought all this gold with the money and you tried to hide it in places and then the bandits knew
Also,
where
ich
you
hab
hid
ihn
it.
gesucht, die hatte einer, was soll jetzt, you know, like you're talking, what to do it, how you can save. So, it wouldn't save no place, dan zag, der weiß da right, where you're hiding. You couldn't save no place.
So what?
Die weiß da, lot of money dort geblieben, muss man bei Gruppen drehen.
What?
You're hiding in the,
In the ground?
make a hole in the ground, and they put it there, though.
Huh.
Some people were mit Bilden, da gefunden plenty geld.
Can you imagine? They build a house and they hide gold in the ground. What? So when you got to Romania, you didn't have any money left?
Nothing.
What was that? Were you scared?
Was scared, we kidnapped. So she begged us mit ihrer Batzulung, man darf ja Batzulung, the government had been responsible or not for such a things, she didn't give you nothing. Hatten gesuffered, you know, didn't have to change, you didn't have to eat, you didn't have nothing.
So you really did suffer.
That's why I say, so you suffer so much. I bet you was given up a place, aber so ständig geweint. So, what kind of life was hast du mir gedem, halt mir da geärgert, wie hast du mir gedem Lehrer? Hat allemal gesagt, you know, if you're gonna come to a place, we're gonna stay, and nobody gonna hurt us. You're gonna have everything, you're gonna have everything. I'm gonna buy you a house.
You know, imagine being young.
That's why I suffer so much. And I didn't have to, nobody complained, and who knows me from Europe. Hatten geschrieben zu meiner Mama.
They wrote to your mother
Yeah, they wrote there, as I got the chocolate because you were so young.
that you became so skinny. That
So
must.
she sent a brother, his brother, sent to
Which
see
brother?
me. I guess say, er is,
You're gonna have to turn that around maybe for me.
Reben.
Well, Reuben's brother.
And she
Yaakov, maybe?
Oh.
No.
Which one are we looking at?
Well, this
Okay.
is Ada's brother.
Turn the book a little towards me, like, yeah, I just want to get that. Okay, move it back a bit. That's it.
Yes,
Herschel? So what did Herschel do?
he brought
Michael
me,
Herschel. It's you.
It's
he brought me stuff to eat, so I fix.
To fill you up.
So, who gonna send a man down to the gewinn naar mijn mama, ze got haar geld dat hij geschikt had, maar ze alleen had niet conform because the train was so, she couldn't go. You know, an older man, how can she go? So she geschrieben a letter, I sent my niece, and all this, so fixed myself. Is everybody come to see him, wer schickte then, and I'm all over, you know, it's a war. Hatten gesagt, that this is a wonder. She should send us such a thing. Hier het weer een geringer als you gonna see me.
Yeah.
Got four brothers. Einer Herschel, and Meijer.
Yeah, Yisrael Mayer, that's it.
Philip Reed and one sister.
He had five brothers and one
One
sister.
Ik ben Herschel en Meijer. Der Kirchner. 4 brothers. Ik kan gedenken aan zoveel zaken wat je wint through.
Well, you went through so much. I'm trying to imagine if I was 15 to leave my parents and to leave my brothers.
They didn't make me to leave.
No.
En ze me gewin geht. Je had ik wist wat ze meint zorg en wat ze meint you have God.
No, you
I
have.
got from everything.
And then at 15 to go to a strange country with no money and
They
to
say
be
if you want to
starving.
be saved,
Yeah.
if you want to be alive and you want to be saved, so the breeder Jankel, he took us.
So he took you to
Hij
Romania.
had gezegd dat hier, is een arbeider en all the time can make a living,
Yeah.
you know. Hij zei, ze het mag a living, most of zijn ouder, hij doesn't care, he say I should get married because my pa had gewollt I should be married because he's alive yet, he was sick.
He wanted to see you married before he died.
Yeah,
And that's when the war was coming?
yeah, this is not up to.
Do you remember the war? Do you remember anything about the war?
Was wat gered was mensen om gered was people like we was the guy. I wasn't the only one there.
No, I know, but do you remember the